niggas that shot me and still temper.
I got 3, maybe 4 points that I wanted to bring up on this whole Rosenberg Raw versus RBE. And I am going to review the Rosenberg Raw versus Heavy Have, but I mean, this to me is groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know about it or you're not aware, basically Rosenberg Raw in his first round, which was his best round of the battle, to be quite honest with you, disrespected RBE. All right, which RBE, Red Breed Entertainment, is the league that put on Validation, and they kind of featured Rosenberg Raw. They kind of featured Rosenberg Raw and Show Off. Actually, to me, it seemed like if Show Off and Big Cannon is kind of featured more, and then Rosenberg comes in third. If you want me to be quite honest, and if you ask me who's the face of RBE, to me, I know they might say there's no face to RBE. They kind of have a different opinion on how they, operate their brand. But I think Show Off is probably the most loyal and the most dedicated to RBE. And I wouldn't say Big Cannon, because Big Cannon has guerrilla warfare in Chicago, but he does make just about every RBE card, and I respect Big Cannon for that. But Rosenberg Raw is like a close third to me. I don't see, when I think RBE, I don't think Rosenberg Raw. And there's no shade to Rosenberg Raw. There's no disrespect to Rosenberg Raw. I just think he's a close third. But the first point with this is battle rappers that have a battle against another battler and they decide to take on a league. Usually they disrespect another league while battling someone. Sometimes they disrespect or go at the league that put them on. I've seen that a few times. I've seen that Big K. Look up Big K versus Arsenal. That was crazy.
I got a bad bitch at home but love looking at these niggas. I call that Chris Bosh. And I swear to God on my daughter's life, I'd never ever do business again with that bitch Tosh. Oh, what y'all don't know, the promoter of this shit here, to me, a true bitch, yeah. And I wouldn't mind if she choked on my dick head. If y'all knew the shit I had to do to get here, y'all would want me to shoot the bitch in the face and yell, woo, give her that Ric Flair.
And they were not happy with having to battle each other for some reason. They just weren't prepared. They took up so many battles, and the league owner kind of got mad. Look at how, I don't know, K-Shine treated Black Ice Cartel,
Let's go.
Still a quick.
Good, King. Bring it back.
Here to bring water marks like the check money. Still a quick.
Hold it down.
I said, I'm here to bring watermarks like the check funny. I said I'm here to bring watermarks like the check funny. That'll put paper in the air. That's how you check money. Whole class. Oh, hey, boy.
Come on. You good, King. You good.
Hold it down.
I said something when I'm in the spot. I tell a nigga rounds in the house. That means lick
now,
a shot.
you said in the battle that it was you had 2 days to prepare.
That's a fact. I didn't have 2 days, but I started at 2 days.
Okay.
Let's not get it wrong. I'm not gonna take nothing from Black Cartel. Their whole thing. I had time, but I started 2 days ago due to other battles and due to other shit. So it wasn't really their fault.
This
month, I started
in the month of January.
Yeah.
You got 3 battles.
That's a fact.
Now, how can you do 3 more battles?
I battled because I battled every other week last year. From rookie versus vets, every card, go look at it. That even wasn't URL, nigga.
Right. I'm not saying you can't. I'm asking you how. Like that shit is pretty hard. It's pretty hard.
Let's focus. I don't even want to diss niggas, but I'm gonna keep it 100 though, man. When you get around niggas that got that same motive and niggas that's always down your back, like, yo, listen, man, we gotta be the top niggas, man.
Now, how about
like this shit? I ain't really give a fuck about to keep it 100, but did what I did. If you know what I mean,
So let me ask you this question. Again, you're battling 3 more times this month, right? Hold up.
Choked off 3 rounds and then got off and said he really didn't care about the battle. He didn't really care about Black Ice. He, if it's not URL, he don't care about the bar. But he took their money. So these battlers have, you know, each time has sort of went a little further. So they'll go at a previous league that they battled on, or they'll go at a league for whatever reason. And then they started even going at Smack. You'll see sometimes where a battle rapper might say something slick to Smack or say something slick about John the Don. Perfect example. John the Don, when he was battling Prep, like just went off on URL and how they do business. But John the Don has a big enough following and has a good enough relationship with URL where he can say stuff like that and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the leagues have been taking a lot of the hits on the chin. The battlers go off on them in the battle and they take it on the chin. Now, whether there's a discussion that goes on behind closed doors before the battle rap event, maybe to let the league owner know, hey, I'm gonna send a shout or two your way, and here's why, or this is what I'm gonna say. I don't know if that happens, but it would be fair to say that in this case with Rosenberg Raw and RBE, I don't believe that he mentioned or told them anything prior to the battle. So Rosenberg starts off first, and he starts talking about,
ARP called me a gatekeeper. It fucked me up on some shit. When you said it how you said it, I ain't know what you meant. I headlined your first card. I built part of your shit. So gatekeeper, more like the reason this league even fucking exists.
RBE, and he was featured on all these different battles, and he was mad because they used the phrase gatekeeper. And when you look up the phrase, or when you think about the phrase gatekeeper, it could mean certain things. It could mean that, you know, you're at the bottom of his roster, and anybody that passes you now, or say you're the gatekeeper for RBE's roster, and let's say anybody that can get through you or beat you, they can now be on the RBE roster. You would be like the gatekeeper. If they can't get past you, my nigga, then that means that they're not good enough to be on the roster. It could mean that you're like the 12th man on the bench. Technically, a gatekeeper could be looked at as the 12th man on the bench. If you're not good enough to get past that 12th man, you're not good enough to be on the team. That's one way to look at the phrase gatekeeper. You could also look at it as in chess, similar to like the castle, which the castle is the second strongest position or piece on the board. The castle is second only to the queen. And people look at the castle in chess as the gatekeeper. It protects the king throughout the game. 9 times out of 10, your castle is positioned to protect the king. And that's a very important job. And you have to be very strong to protect the king. So that theme, gatekeeper in chess, when you think of gatekeeper, you could say the castle is considered the gatekeeper in chess, and that's the second strongest positional piece in chess. I think with this situation, all Rosenberg had to do, to be quite honest with you, is just call up ARP. They have a great relationship. Hey, ARP, this gatekeeper shit, what the fuck's up with that? You know, what does that mean? And ARP would have said, yo, this is how I see it, XYZ. I reached out to Adam, you know what I'm saying? We exchanged some texts here and there, but, you know, I mean, this kind of thing has got a lot of, how can I say, attention. So, you know, when I get a chance to really chop it up with them, we'll do so in the future. I plan to get a prediction blog going and talk to them just about the headline an event. Don't mean that you built a league up. It really don't. Usually time will tell how important your battle was to a particular league. Like Math versus Rex. You know, that seems to be one of the pinnacle battles, or the pinnacle battle that kind of says, okay, this was the battle that kind of put URL on the internet like that. This is the iconic battle for the start of URL. I don't know if your battle with Swave will ever be considered, Rosenberg versus Swave will ever be considered the battle that like set RBE into this, you know, other rarefied air, if you will, with regards to being a league and a successful league. To me right now, the battle that sticks out in my mind is the Oops Daylight battle, sticks out. The Show Off versus Arsenal battle sticks out in my mind. I love Big Cannon's performance just on the 5-on-5, and I love Moneybag's performance. Also, the performance of Danny Myers versus Chilla, and that battle itself was dope, but I thought Danny Myers' performance against Chilla was awesome. So these are the battles that like stick out of my mind. I liked your opening bar against Swave when you said, these your niggas, they got guns involved, so do we, and we brought guns for each one of y'all, something like that. And that shit was hot. I ain't gonna lie. That intro that you had, Rosenberg, was dope. But to say your headliner is the reason why RBE exists, it is a reach, more than a reach. It's just, I don't even think it's true, to be honest with you. I mean, and I think you're a straight up dude. I interviewed you. I like you. I think you're a real nigga. I think it's just one of the things where you say something, and then now it went somewhere, and now it's like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have said it. And it's like, it's too far. It's too far now to pull it back. So it's like man pride got to step in and be like, all right, well, I'm a man out the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to say you're sorry. It's okay to say you made a mistake, Rosenberg. It's okay to say, hey, to be honest with you, RBE really fucked with you heavy. Like a lot of when you were saying the stuff you were saying on Angry Fan, and you was talking about all the battles, like they really held you down for a while. And not a lot of
Bars. Cause he done got under my skin. I ain't fuck with you now and I ain't fuck with you then. I put a smoking barrel under your chin. Bullets flying faster than the speed of light. Now can you run with the wind? I said bullets flying faster than the speed of light. Now can you run with the wind? Hey yo, bullets running faster than the speed of light. Now can you run with the wind?
Oh, catch that, Rose. Take your time. Hold on, chill on the side, y'all. Get it big. Crowd do what they want. Let them rock. Hold it down, y'all. Hold it down. Hold on, y'all. Give him 30 seconds, y'all. Give him 30 seconds. Hold on, y'all. Hold it down for 1 second, please. Give him 30 seconds, then we go. Give him 30 seconds, y'all. Hold it down. Give him 30 seconds. Hold on.
Fuck, man. Bullets running faster than the speed of light. Get together. Get on this one.
Don't do that, foul. Don't do that, foul. Time. You said before this shit ain't easy. Yo, give it up for Rosenberg Raw.
They still held you down. Like, you look at URL, when niggas start choking, niggas start fucking up, they don't show up on URL anymore. You were still getting love from RBE. You were still getting love and still getting paid. So to do what you're doing even after the fact and not have a conversation with them, to me, is questionable. All right, now, the next point is the retaliation from RBE, is it correct? What's some of the retaliation? Well, let's take a look. Retaliation from RBE, while Rosenberg is introducing himself, they're putting up disclaimers on who's the owners of RBE. Like, again, not saying that you're one of the owners or the creators. They're saying ARP and Shotters is the owners and the creators of RBE. And when do they do it? They do it as soon as you start talking, Rosenberg. So they're getting you there too, to be quite honest. They're not doing it during heavy half introduction, but during your introduction, they putting their name and all that shit all over your face. All right. Then we get to that point in the first round where you say that bar and you say that you're responsible for RBE existence, and then they do their retaliation with the picture. Was it right for them to do? In my opinion, I don't think they should have did it. I think a battle is a battle, and a battle rapper is a battle rapper. If a battle rapper does something that you do not like, you do not employ that battle rapper anymore. Do I think that it was funny? I think it was funny as fuck. Like, I thought it was funny. I enjoyed it. I thought for a league to do something like that, this is my second point. For a league to do something like that, it could send a message to anybody else that's going to battle on the league. Like, you might want to think wisely on how you come at the league, because they're kind of not having it. Now, the difference between, here's the third point. The third point is, I already said the second point is, think twice about doing something to the league. The league might get at you, and I don't quite agree with it. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's something that they should add to battle rap. I mean, I think it kind of took away from his first round. He's right. It did take away from his first round. And he choked in the second, so you almost have to give the battle to heavy half when you look at it. The third point that I want to make with this particular situation is burning bridges and how to handle yourself before, during, and after a professional engagement. And I think that the way Rosenberg is going about this post, the incident, is wrong. Like, him being a battle rapper, his next battle, he could spend a minute or two and address what RBE did. That's what you do as a battle rapper. When he gets interviewed, I wouldn't do it during an interview, because you don't know, maybe they may want to hire you again. But when you're in the middle of a battle and you say something reckless, everybody knows what you say in the middle of a battle, they should not take personal. All right, and RBE took it kind of personal, right? Else they wouldn't have responded that way. I think that Rosenberg, being a man, he should give RBE a call and say, "Hey, Adam, look, we need to work this out. We need to talk this over." All right. Is everyone perfect? No. Whoever's perfect, please stand up, cast the first stone. But we're not all perfect, all right? We make mistakes. We're all human beings. To err is human. So it's okay if RBE makes a mistake. And this is part of point 3. Each league handles things different, all right? URL catches heat for blocking battles. URL is so big, they could block battles. I mean, when they vault battles, I think when they vault battles because the battle just isn't of URL quality, or they vault him because they might be trying to promote a certain battle rapper, and he did so bad that they can't even show his shit. So they gotta like vault it. You know what I'm saying? So that they don't mess up that battle rapper's brand. And some people could think that that's wrong too. You know what I'm saying? Influence a battle. And this is a little bit different than letting bombs go off or saying Don DeMarco's or saying what both sides feelings is right now. You know, I respect Rosenberg feeling mad about the situation, and I respect RBE. Here's a league that is trying very hard to separate themselves and to make that next leap forward. And then you have, somebody taking shots at you that you actually help grow and help, and you funded and you put you put light on, and then they kind of shit on you in the battle in your own league. So I understand where some of this stuff is coming from. But bottom line is, we could be looking back at this particular battle, Heavy Hat versus Rosenberg, and saying this is where it happened. This is where leagues decided that they will retaliate against rappers or battle rappers when they decide to come at them raw. And it might stop battle rappers from trying to play leagues. I don't know. I mean, you know, it could change the rules. So battle rappers are used to not being checked. And this could be a way of checking battle rappers. Like, you're just not gonna walk up here and just be totally reckless. We will find a way to fuck you up. And I mean, hey, you know, there's right now there's no rules. Point 3.8. If you sign a contract, you might want to put in a contract that you cannot alter my footage. You can't add pictures and videos to try and influence, you know, my battle one way or the other. Or, you know, you could probably put some literature in there to help protect yourself. You know, I mean, you know, maybe you start hiring lawyers and getting paperwork and documents together. I don't know how big this shit is getting, you know. And to Matt's point, your lawyer probably needs to be a battle rapper before he could help sign a contract for you. Because in Matt's point, if you're not a battle rapper or be able to rhyme, you have no place in battle rap. That's the point he was trying to make. Let's see how long that lasts when you need a lawyer or you need somebody to, you know what I'm saying, promote your shit. So if I'm a promoter, I have to be able to battle rap too. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. Some of the stuff they were saying just doesn't make sense. Man, it's Mad Dog, you know, subscribe. You know what we do here. I got more coming. Yo, look out for my Dirty Dozen, man. I'm working real hard on that shit. Look out for my Dirty Dozen blog. You know, look out for my Math Hoffa versus Head Ice blog. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check that out too. Thesaurus and Daylight and all that. Shout out to Big Wayno. Shout out to the bloggers that fuck with Mad Dog. Life Behind Bars and, you know, Regular Man, Regular Dreams, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Caps, what's up?